Boxer's listing on the JSE marks a turnaround year for the stock market. The bourse is likely to see more IPOs on the back of greater optimism in the South African economy. Darling Lechela caught up with Mokorosi, head of origination and deals for the JSE, to look into the market conditions that supported a growing listing market this year. Here's that conversation.
We may be able to sneak one more in, but it's been a good year.
All right, just walk us through, I guess, one of the most anticipated listings of 2024,
Sure.
Boxer, and just around the market conditions that have supported this listing and many others this year.
Sure, so maybe let's start with the market conditions. We saw a very slow start to the year. Trading volumes were muted prior to the national election. As the polls were coming in, no one was sure exactly who was going to be in the union buildings. And I think that the formation of the GNU really gave a spur to the market. So we've seen trading volumes as well as share prices really rally in the second half of the year. So it's been a year of two halves. And where we've seen, what's exciting is that it's been a broad range of shares that have done well, specifically SA Inc. type shares. In the second half of the year, and so that's created the right momentum for this Boxer listing, which already on the first day, jumped to trade at 63 Rand on that first trade. Strong volumes on that first trade as well, and so we're really excited for both Pick n Pay and Boxer on a very successful listing.
So a very supportive market, but correct me if I'm wrong here, right? When it comes to the number of the listings that we've been seeing coming through this year, a lot of unbundling is taking place instead of, private companies coming to the fore and listing, right?
Sure, and I think that talks to the utility of the public markets, that you can use the public markets to restructure companies. Pick n Pay has been able to pay off debt, to strengthen its balance sheet through the Boxer unbundling. We saw the same with Brait and Premier when Premier unbundled out of Brait. And I think even We Buy Cars, which has done fantastically well for shareholders this year, was an unbundling. And so the exciting thing is that other larger companies can incubate small companies.
Yes.
And then those companies can then list in an unbundling. Of course, we have seen private companies like an Altvest come to the market as well. And what really excited us about Altvest is their commitment to SMEs, which are so important for our economy at this stage.
We can't just talk about the growth, right? We are seeing the listings taking place, but we can't avoid, the delistings as well. And I know it's not an issue the JSE is facing alone. It is a global issue. How have we been trying to mitigate that?
Well, we've been encouraged this year. At the moment, we're sitting on 9 new listings and 10 delistings. So -1. Some years we've seen, negative 20-something odd companies exit the market. So it feels like the trend is starting to change. It feels like we're bottoming out. And so there's a couple of things. The better listings environment, like you and I spoke about, but also some of the changes that we've made to make listing both easier without reducing investor protections, making it easier to list and raise capital and stay listed. So I think a lot of that is helping. The cost of a listing and staying listed in terms of paying auditors and advisors, etc., because we're simplifying the rules, that starts to reduce. And so we're seeing that companies are starting to stay longer on the JSE, and new companies are coming on as the market rallies.
Talk to me about those rules. Are they gaining traction? Are you seeing, companies moving over to that general bourse that's now meant for the smaller companies,
Sure.
for the SMEs?
Yeah. So we're seeing companies moving onto the general bourse of the main board, which helps just reduce the regulation, reduce the costs of being regulated, and so that's starting to gain traction in terms of companies reducing the burdens of being listed.
And Sam, before I let you go, what does the listings pipeline look like for 2025? And even this year, because you did sneak in that there could be one more listing on the cards.
That could be one more listing on the cards. What we are excited about is that various companies have come out in public to say over the next few years they're looking to list. Obviously, timing is always important. You want to time the strength of the market. You also want to time your own results as a company. And so companies like Coca-Cola, Bottling Africa, companies like Time Bank, African Bank have all indicated their desire to list. Fidelity, ADT as well. So we're positive that a lot of these will come to market in time to come. We've also seen Anglo's unbundling route with Amplat shares already being put out into the market. So we're excited about the amount of tradable opportunities that are coming to market.
That was Sam Mokorosi, head of origination and deals at the JSE.